Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you the coloring pages that I completed during the past couple of months, specifically August and September. These are my completed coloring pages, and I do apologize in advance if you hear the noises from cats meowing or running around. I have a couple of cats who are currently zooming, so yeah, that's just to let you know. So we will start with this book. This is Manga book. This is the German version for, I believe it's something called Undeniably Cute Manga or Curiously Cute Manga. Okay, I used the final page as a swatch type of thing, but anyway, Curiously Cute Manga. This has multiple artists as well as some Shutterstock pages, but I can say that I know that the Shutterstock pages are not a lot, especially given the quality of the drawings. Now, yeah, one of my cats just tried to chew this out, but anyway, let me show you what I finished. So, this is the first page from August. This was done in basically 100% alcohol markers. These are the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. They're really, really good, by the way. Let me see what else. Yeah, this is the second page. This was done basically by using Prisma, some gel pens for some of the... I don't know if you can see, but there's some bling here. And you can say that this design in the background was just a fine liner. This little lady here, she's the evil devil controlling the dragons. So this page was basically done with Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush pens, as well as some acrylic markers for the shadows and the totally dark spots. Okay. Now then we have this page. This is 100% alcohol markers. It's the same alcohol brand that I love, Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend markers. I really love this brand, and probably you would see me using it a lot. And I have a couple of whips here, but I'm not sharing whips today. So yeah, this one. Yeah, for this one, this was 100% done with the Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush tips. And I tried to make this as, you know, fairy tale-y as possible, the type of stuff that you would see if you think of a fairy tale. So I really like the end result. No, this is an old one. Oh yeah, this is another one that was completely done with the Faber-Castell brush tips. This was, I think, done in September. This was done, other than the brush tips, I used the jelly roll for highlights. So yeah. This is one of my favorite books, so I actually finished a lot here. This one, this is actually a mix. So the girl was totally done with alcohol markers. The background was some gel pens, the ones that, the golden stuff. And the white and so on, you'll find some silver here. This is also gel pen. And for this here, this is one of the Faber-Castell brush tip. Okay, I think that's all for this book. Now, the second book we have here is I Love Mermaids by Anastasia Catres. I hope I'm not butchering this, but anyway, there's only one page that I did here. It's this one. This was done by Faber-Castell Brush Tips, and the bubbles were done with gel pens, Sakura gel pens, as well as highlights with the jelly roll. The background was done with the Faber-Castell Brush Tips, as well as distress ink and a stencil. So yeah, that's it. So this is Teressa Goodridge. So this is Autumn Charm. I really love Creative Heaven coloring books, but unfortunately we don't get them a lot here. So this is the latest page. This was done last week actually. I kind of like the color combination, you know, like it's so easy to see the focal points. The hot cocoa here, I love the color and the vibe. Colors used were mainly Faber-Castell Brush Tips, and the yellow here, that was, I'm trying to remember if it was, yeah, it's Crayola Super Tips, okay. And then this is another page. I chose the color palette as a muted color palette for this one specifically because I didn't really want to, you know, make the vibe look different than I had in mind. So basically this is like a autumny, wintry, fall type of scene. It's the countryside, it's very quiet, there is nothing really that grabs the attention in a general store in the countryside, so I wanted the color scheme to be as mute as possible. So even the shading you'll see here, it's not the same color or even a remotely close color. Most of the shading is actually done with grays, just to mute the color even more. This was done in August. Okay, art supplies used, Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush pens. The highlights were done with, I believe it was a white Posca, but mine was really dry, so yeah, it just gave a different effect from what I had in mind, but at the same time, I wanted a mute color, so I still liked the final effect. Now then, let's see what else do we have. So this page here, this was done for Space Timber. Colors used mainly gel pens. This is Faber-Castell brush, Pit Artist brush pens. The hair and the galaxy were mainly gouache, the Hemi gouache, and I think that was mainly it. Most of the small details were Faber-Castell brush tips, and yeah, I like the end result. This is an old whip. I need to add some pencils and stuff, but yeah. This is Power of Magic, by the way. I forgot to mention in the book. Power of Magic. Let me check who the illustrator was, because I remember it's written here. Yeah, illustrated by Veronika Bishkova. I hope I said that correctly, but anyway, that's the book. Now we move to Kerby Rosanes. This is one of the most intimidating books I've ever bought, and maybe that's why it's only one page in this book. Now let's check the page. So this is the page. I'm trying to remember the name. I believe the names are added here. Let me just check. La 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 la. Yeah, it's the green man. So what I used here was Faber-Castell Bit Artist brush pens, and for the really dark areas I added a layer of Prismacolor, and I think that's it basically. You will probably notice this in my colorings, but I don't use pencils a lot. This is because I have an issue with my right hand, and yeah, pencils just make me stop coloring for a while. Now, we have a couple more. I think I will start with this one. Okay, so this is actually an Egyptian brand, and unfortunately it's no longer in print. It was Colorland, and I think the owner is currently in Canada, so she no longer manages the brand, and there are no longer pages or books available. Maybe that's why I really love the book and I take good care of it. So this is the page. I finished this page 2 weeks ago, and yeah, I love the effect I decided to go with. You know, all the lanterns, and they have this highlights in the same color that the lantern is emitting. So yeah, okay. And then let's go to this one. So this was a whip from like 3 years ago. It's a very long-standing whip, and I really just went back because I love the book and I didn't want to leave a page that's just uncolored. What I used was basically Faber-Castell pencils, and just for the shelves and stuff it was an alcohol marker. I think that was a Chinese marker that I had left. It was V-Touch, yeah, something like that. And yeah, basically pretty much pencils. And by the way, the Faber-Castell pencils I used here were mostly the ones for kids. That's what I had in hand back then. I think yeah, mid-August I traveled a bit, and just I took this book and a pencil case that had some random Faber-Castell old pencils. Okay. Now we move to Hana Karlzon. This is my favorite book ever. Maybe that's why I take really good care of it, but at the same time, it's not just about caring for it. Sometimes I just open it to view it. Like, even if I don't want to color, I just love her style, so I open it just to check the pages. So this is my first page here. Mostly Faber-Castell Bit Artist brush pens. I've added Sakura roll highlights, and you will find a couple of rather unique blends in the in this section here. Most of these were Faber-Castell pencils, and yeah, the kids version. Oh my god, I love the book. Anyway, so these 2 pages. Finally, we move to a page that has more than just Faber-Castell Bit Artist brush pens. So for this one, I based the B cells with a brush pen that's yellow. Then I added Prismacolors on top in different shades, and finally I added the highlights with Sakura jelly roll. Other than that, the bees themselves, they were just Bit Artist brush pens, and this is also pencils, and you will find the lines surrounding the cells. This is a gold gel pen from Sakura. And this is just a simple page. It's all Faber-Castell artist, Bit Artist brush pens. Okay. And finally, so for this page, the background is a stencil with just a couple of pens, and the rest of the page was Faber-Castell Bit Artist brush pens. Okay. I have a feeling I had something else in here, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, so that's why. This is a whip, so I still have to work on the background and add a couple of details. So yeah, this one is still in progress. Okay, now moving on to interior design. So when I got this book, I wasn't really sure if I will color in it. It was just on clearance and I loved it. You can see the shine, all the gold foiling. So yeah, anyway, I started small, so this is just the cups at home. So as you can see, I tried to make the background easy. So that's actually distress ink, distress oxide ink, and this is Bit Artist brush pens, Bit Artist brush pens, and I think this is the only thing that's not Bit Artist brush pens. It was just a fine liner. The writing here. And oh yeah, this is another page that, well, I know this is an interior designs book, but I think I chose the ones that are not even interior design based anyway. So this is supposed to be, you can see here, this tableau. So this is like the big version of it. Oh, and I really wanted something easy that one day, so I chose this one. I used Bit Artist brush pens and I added just some pencils for the leaves. I believe the pencils were just Faber-Castell, Faber-Castell. I'm not sure if it's the kids version or Polychromos. No, I don't think that's Polychromos. I only have a small set of Polychromos, so probably not this one. Finally, one that is related to the theme, and I don't exactly love this one. I think the pens were really patchy, and I don't know, maybe because I don't use this color a lot, it took a couple of tries to get the color to look somewhat okay. So I think my pen was a bit dry, but the overall color scheme is good, and well, it's a start. And hopefully I will add to this book later on. I actually am really looking forward to coloring this, but this is also not a full interior design room, or actually a room. Like, if you can see here, these are rooms that can be colored. This is even a double page spread, but yeah. Uh-oh. Now, this is Body Ink Envy. Supposedly these are tattoos gathered by designers, and to be honest, I didn't know who the artist was, so I checked here. But it does say here that it was originally printed in Turkey 1866, so these are probably non-copyrighted images that were just gathered, especially since the editorial and design team bit here does not say illustrated by. So let's check. Now this is the first page. The colors are Pit Artist brush pens. The background is Distress Oxide ink and the stencil. You will see that I've used this color combination in this book a lot. I think for the same theme of sorts in terms of tattoos. So yeah, pretty much very close colors to the previous ones. I think the previous one just had more orange, while this one I added more of the pale yellow. Yeah. Background, same Distress ink, but different stencil. Okay. And then, yeah, this one, I don't know if I will go back and add a background for this one, but for now I love it as it is. It's very different from the rest of the pages I liked in the books. So yeah, colors are mainly Pit Artist brush pens. Now, this one. Pretty much same color scheme, same palette. Let me just fix this. Mainly this is Pit Artist brush pens. These are Pit Artist brush pens, and I think I used Prismacolors for the leaves, and the background is a stencil for the arrows and just a brush with ink. I think that's archival ink. Okay. Now, moving to this one. This is the Princess Coloring Book by. I'm trying. It's a collection of books by Buster Books, but I'm trying to remember the illustrator because I really love her style. Where can I get? Basically, if you search by the Princess Coloring Book, you will find this one. Yeah. Oh, okay. Apologies. Illustrated by Anne Kronheimer. Okay. So this is the latest addition to my books, and actually this was marketed for kids, but seriously, the level of detail, I don't know, I cannot see kids actually coloring this, and maybe that's just me, but I love the details, I love her style. It's super cute. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. I finished this title page, and the other page I finished is this one. This is just a cupboard with, or rather a wardrobe with multiple princess dresses and the kitty cat and a mouse. These just remind me of the Cinderella cat and mouse. Actually, no, because the cat was not this cute. Anyway, so this is this book. Now I will move to the Korean book. I only have one page finished in this. It's this one. It's pretty much it's a pretty easy page. Colors are Prismacolors, and the Prismacolors were mainly used on the rock, and for the rest it was Pit Artist brush pens. Even the background was bit artist brush pens, and I wanted to give it like a patchy feel, but honestly it came a bit too patchy. So yeah, okay. And this was all for the previous 2 months. Let me know what you think, and maybe suggest some books that I can add to my collection. I really like stuff like Hana Karlzon. If you know an artist like her, please let me know, because I'm looking for a book to buy for next month. And that's it. See you next time. Bye bye.